So this meet. I have some announcements. It will be soon that we will go to America, to Sacramento, Folsom. So if you would like to come, please let me know. And it's on my website, all the details. It's from 1 till 3 December. So it's already soon. And it's if you want to send me some donations, that would be very kind. There's a PayPal on my website and a tikkie for the people. That's a way of paying for people in Holland. So that would be very kind. Okay, so I'm starting. Oh, there's somebody coming in. It's always a noise. Okay. This is everything. Everything is only an appearance. Everything what seems to happen, like circumstances, chairs, tables, bodies, everything is an appearance. When there's me, it seems like everything is solid and real. There's real people. I'm here, you are there. There is a world. There are circumstances that happen to me. There are people living in the world and countries, places, and they're living people, and there's maybe war or something else is happening over there. A lot of information about other countries. There's only this, and this is what's seen, what's felt, what's heard. This is not about understanding or knowing. There's only not knowing. There's what's happening. A glass of water. That's it. It's very simple and normal. And it's already what's happening. So there's nothing right or nothing wrong. It can't be right or wrong. That's part of that separation and feeling I'm here and there, and there's two, and there's something missing and there's something not right yet. There's only one. There's only one. A hand. Sitting. It's so ordinary and simple. And it's tiny. It doesn't have to be big or freedom. Everything is already free as it is. It's, oh. Can you mute yourself? Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's okay. So that, yeah, there's dust here. That's what's happening. It's everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's everything. So there can be talking without meaning. This is talking, but it doesn't have any meaning. So it's not about understanding. It's not about clarity. It's not about coming to these meetings. It doesn't matter. When they're coming to these meetings and sitting here, then they're sitting. That's it. They're sitting, hearing words. It's going nowhere. This meeting's going nowhere. It has no intention. It's just talking. There's maybe a response. It's energetic. There's no one. So when there's no one, it's not only here is no one. There's never has been someone, a me. So this is also another meeting about how to lose your me or something like that. There's already no me. Never has been a me. It's a construct of the brain feeling separate and trying to find a way to deal with everything. And then feeling or having the option of free will and choice. So then it seems to make the world a bit more controllable and safe. And it gives the feeling of I'm in control and I have the ability to make my life work. It never has been like that. There's no one. And nothing is real. So also circumstances are not real. They're apparent. Everything is empty. It's the fullness of a chairing, but it's empty in the same time. So nothing is happening. It's going nowhere. There's no development. When there's me, when there's I'm in my life, and there's there's coming a story of in time and distance. I'm here, you're there. There's time, there's before and after. There's behind and below and above, better, worse. It's always two. Everything is all seems to be always two. And trying to get better, trying to feel good, or trying to feel better, or having a more comfortable life. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's endless and it's going nowhere. It seems to be for a time. It can be like for a while. It can be like that. And it's around. It's a circle. It's going again, and then there's that choice, and there seems to be that choice, because there's a belief that I'm doing that. It's happening to me, and I am responsible. I'm the one who's everything is happening to, and when I'm making the right choice, it will go better. And when it doesn't go better, it seems like I didn't do the right thing, or I did something wrong, or somebody did something to me. There's no you, there's no me. There's only what's happening. There's only what's happening. There's no you. It's empty. It's a body. It's energetic, what's going on. And this is not a new belief, like now we're saying, oh, there's no me, and I'm not responsible, so what's happening? I'm not responsible, like that. Because that's a new way of taking something out of that, what you did here, and then making it into a new concept and trying to live like that. Or saying like, oh, this is what it is, same thing like that. That whole construct of me is a survival system. So it wants to survive. So it takes everything to survive. Maybe saying, oh, there's no me, so there's no responsibility. I can do what I want. It's not I can do what I want. There's no one to want anything. There can be a wanting something, but you don't know if it's going like that or not. It's energetic. So it's not about us. It's not about humans. We are deciding what's going on. It's energetic. It's going like that. So this is not a belief. It's just describing what's going on. And there's no way of, there can be an understanding, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's understood or not. It's already, so there's drinking coffee. It's that simple. Or sitting, or a street. There's no meaning. There's no meaning in anything. So it's not why or because. It's what it is. It's new. It's coffee. It's a hand. It's the sun. Feelings. Feelings can happen. Feelings can happen, but it's not in your body. It's not your body. The body isn't real. It's energetic. It seems like there's a border. It's energy. It seems like there's a difference between the body and space around, and a table and another body. It's an appearance. So it's only one. There's one. There's no distance. It doesn't matter if it's understood or not. When there are feelings, they're feeling in space. It's not in the body. It's somewhere. So it's not your feelings. There can be feelings. It doesn't matter if you know what the feeling is. It's coming and going. It's like that. It's the same with thoughts. It's like flies. They just come and without any meaning or power. Flies. Thoughts don't have any power. It's just thoughts. They're coming. They seem to have a content, but they don't have meaning. Nothing has any meaning. It is a chair, a table. There's no continuation. There's no development. There's this. That's it. So we can talk about that. And maybe there are questions. Maybe there are questions in the story. That can happen too. Or sharing. So if you want to, you can unmute yourself or you can type something. We see what's happening. There's a question. Can you personally remember these moments where the me was gone and then it came back and it felt much stronger than ever? Yeah, I can remember that. Yeah. And there's something that some concepts are lost or beliefs are not there so much anymore. It's like what I remember, one moment I was always thinking it's about relaxation. And then it's while like trying to relax and trying to lay back. And then suddenly I was jumped forward and I was like suddenly like, oh my God, it's there. It's for everybody different. But then it was so much in it and stronger. Everything was stronger. And it fell back again. Yeah, sure. Can be more intense. Doesn't need to, but surely it can be. But it can also move back in that same way of me was going on. So it's different. It's so different. Yeah. Nothing is wrong with anything. Wrong is some weird thing that we are thinking about right and wrong. It's so embodied and it's so normal about this is right and wrong. It doesn't feel good or things like that. What is that? It's just a feeling. There's something happening and it's maybe a remembering of something. That's it. And there's when there's me, there's always trying to compare with something else, with before, with somebody else, or it's better or it's worse. It's there's no right, worse and better. It's different. It's only different. That's it. There's nothing about right and wrong. It's so embodied and so strong, that belief that there's something right or wrong. And it's about that feeling nice, or that irritation has to go, or tears when there's sadness, that you want to heal that. There's sadness, yeah. What is there's that feeling. That's it. And then there's something else. So it changes. Can you say something about death? There's no death. There's no beginning and there's no end. There's only when there's me, there's feeling, and there's an idea about I was starting and there's going to be an end of my life. So that's called death. But when there's only one, there's no beginning and no end. So there's no death. Maybe the body isn't moving, then that's what's happening. It's another what's happening. It's not the end. When people are thinking like there's I'm here and I'm all the time here, and then suddenly I'm dying and then I'm not there. But it's already there's no one, and the body isn't real, and it's not always there. When I'm not seeing it, there's no husband or no children. Where are the children? It's assuming they're always there. They're in another room. Where's that other room? It's solely this. So there are no children or parents or husbands and wives. So there's no death. And when we're talking about the death of me, it's also a story, of course. And it's only in the story that there seems to be really convincing that I'm here and all that. And suddenly it's that belief and that concept of me isn't there anymore. But it's not even happening. A belief, what's a belief? It's like, and that's something else. So it's not even happening. And when we're talking in the story, then we can talk about this is happening, and we can talk about the story, and then suddenly there was no me anymore, or it was things like that. And in the same time, of course, it doesn't happen. There's only what is. There's thoughts or walking. And I can be talking in the story like, oh, suddenly there was the death of me. That wasn't there anymore. It didn't come up anymore. For me, it was like that. But yeah, there's no beginning and there's no end. It's only in the story that you can abstract what's going on. Then you can talk about a beginning and an end. But there's no little children. It's like little children. They can't abstract. They don't understand what's the beginning or an end. It's what is. Oh yeah, that's clear. And there's no continuation. That's crazy for when you feel or you're thinking like, I'm here and this is my life. And then hearing there's no continuation. The brain can fill in the gaps, or there's a belief going on like that it's always, this body is always there and the children are always there, or the parents. No, it's an assumption, it's an idea, it's a fantasy. It's, there's that front, this body, that's it. And then there's only the floor, the room, feelings. It's not happening to someone. There is no one. But it's not only there's no one, there's appearing that body or a feeling or the street. That's everything. That's everything. It can be a memory of children. That's a memory. So there are no relations too.
Hey, Rose.
Hi.
Hi, Rose. It seems that when we share nothing, it seems to be more near than when we share something. It's just it sounds a little bit maybe confusing, but there's something in this much more space, or just space, or free fall, all this this attempts to try to describe what the hell we are talking about.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And we can talk about anything. It doesn't matter. It's the same. It's in a way the same. It's a sharing of this. It's already going on. So it doesn't even matter. The sharing is underneath also.
Yeah. But it is maybe also this, when you talk about we talk about this, there's no relation.
Yeah.
It's also a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one. I like to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a boom
Yeah.
cover. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And this try to hold on. There must be something we
Yeah.
can be
And how can
together.
I live without that and all that? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, it's really awful, and at the same time really free. It's a nightmare, and it's at the same time in a way it's how it is. It's you when the nightmare is going on, it's okay. It doesn't feel nice at all. But what to do? Yeah.
But you mean the nightmare of that me is fall? It's like the grasping, and then oh God, it's
Exactly.
falling away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Well, this is me. Doesn't like this meetings. it's like an attacking. If a killer is going on, and it's not. It's there are no confirming of the beliefs or the concepts, what seems to be really important, and maybe not even seeing that, but it's like that. Oh, that's the whole. That's how you live your life, and then suddenly, it's not seen like that. It's yeah, it can be threatening, and then feeling like a nightmare. Yeah. And at the same time, that's funny to say that it's a freedom in it that's felt. Yeah. So there's a longing, and it's a fear, and there's at the same time there can be a longing. Yeah, oh my God, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
In a way, before I die, I will do this and this.
And where's that belief? It was so nice to believe everything, and then it was sure, and then nothing to, and then suddenly, oh God, it's not like that. Yeah, I can't believe it anymore. Yeah. Mm.
I heard Tony. He said the biggest trauma in your life is the last thing that will leave you. I had an idea of what he was talking about, and I can in a way see things in my life where it just wants to hold on with beliefs and whatever.
Yeah, and it can be so strong. It's so, it's a fear of there's a fight going on. It seems like that. Can be so strong to hold on. Yeah.
Not funny at all.
No. And the strange thing is, it seems like there's a fight going on, and in the same time there isn't. It's just what's happening. So there can be or a lot of thoughts maybe, or feelings. It's only that. It's no fight. There's nothing going on about death or no death. But then, and that belief can be so strong that it seems like that. So there's only when that, you could say, when there's death, it's only like, "Whoop," and that's it. It's not, there's no big deal. Wow, before, maybe everybody knows, before the fear can be very strong and then it's going on. And you think like, oh, what is that? I was afraid for what? It's in normal life, you could say that. It's a lot of times it's like that. It's the same thing. But but you can't say, oh, but it's only this. No, it's not feeling like that. Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's also, you have said it many times. This something is going on, the nightmare is going on, and the next moment you will say, "Hey, please give me my coffee."
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah. 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 It's
yeah.
crazy. But we live in such a idea of a world and so many things that we think we are living in. And it's just that drinking coffee. It's only that. But it seems like a whole world and with somebody or not somebody and all that and all that. But it's a fantasy. It's an idea of a dream of that everything is going on and about so many things, of problems and complications. It's only drinking coffee. Yeah. But wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
When that there's no, you can't, there's two worlds. There's just only drinking coffee. And there's that whole thing around complications and being busy with what was going on and what she said yesterday or anything. Yeah.
yeah, and it must also be at the same time, it is just a nightmare. It is just drinking coffee. It is just without put a big story into it, because sometimes I can go into when I sense traumatic things, then I go for a reason,
Oh,
and
yeah.
but it goes in a way very quick out of this reason, because then there can be this, then you blame somebody else for, or it was also when I grow up, it was because, and of course it's just a story. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a story, but it feels so real. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's easy to say in a way. Some people say that. They're like, yeah, but it feels so real and really happening. And it was there, and there was a past, and there was really that. So when that's going on, then that's what's going on. That feels so true. But then that it's funny to hear that then there's no past, and then oh, it's both. Can be both. Then yeah.
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 Mhm.
It's about loss. It's about loss of all those concepts and beliefs you never knew they were there. There's so many beliefs and concepts and idea about what's going on. And then
Yeah.
suddenly, oh, and then it can be, most of the time is getting less and less or something like that. But in the same time, it's already that. So because then when you say it's less and less, there seems to be continuation and seem to be, in the end it will be all gone. It, no, but that's in the story. You can think like that. In the same time, it's already that what's going on. Is it? There can be a lot of thoughts about it. Then there's giving meaning and thoughts about it. Yeah, that can be. So what? That's what's happening. And then drinking coffee or shopping or ideas. Living in that feeling of idea and ideas about it. and those thoughts are there. Yeah. It's already what's going on. It's already complete, and that's the completeness.
Yeah. It's really a strange thing that we yeah, grow up apparently, and to handle life, we learn a lot of things, maybe thought, mental ways to get through life, and it's just getting worse.
Yeah. There's so many ideas, so it's more contracted, and I like, oh, this is right. Oh, I can't. I don't. There's so many ideas about how to behave in a way, also how to
Yeah,
relate, how to earn money, or what's important, or yeah.
yeah. And it must come from this the contraction of what it can be called, to handle this, which doesn't feel nice. Then I try to handle it in a way which it can't be handled at all. Yeah.
Now that's a crazy part, that there's no control. That can feel also awful in the first time, like, oh my God, because there's such an idea of I have control and I can choose what will happen, and make a choice, and there's a hope for something. And then hearing there's no control, that's sometimes also realizing, like, oh my God, yeah, I choose that and it didn't happen. I was completely doing something else. How, oh my God, no control. That can be so frightening. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not about us. Life is not about us. We think we are the boss. And then suddenly it's like, oh, there's no boss. There's even no me. Wow. Huh? Yeah. But it's no big deal. It's so easy not being the boss anymore, or something like that. It's so easy. It's life is going. There's yeah. When there's a feeling like I'm the boss and I have to make my life work, that's a lot of responsibility and all that. When that's gone, there's no responsibility or guilt or doing wrong or right. So it makes life so easy, and so it's like it's going. Yeah. There can be feelings. Yeah. They're not important. Nothing is important then anymore. When there's feeling I'm in control and I have to do the right thing, that everything becomes important, that you can do it wrong, and that gives attention and all that. And then suddenly there's, oh, can't do it wrong. There's no wrong. That's huge. Wrong is so embodied and so in everything. So, and then there's nothing wrong. It can't be wrong. It's like it's now right or wrong. Wow, that's completely another world. And in the same time, it's the same. It's just the same world. Or not world, but what's going on. Very tight, very simple. Nothing special. It's very ordinary. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one. This thought coming up. You can't even handle this. This
Yeah.
you're yeah, with things. Even this you can't handle.
Yeah.
It's a heavy one.
Yes,
Yeah,
everyone. Yeah. I want this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's there is something with this message, because sometimes I can have it when there's a problem. Then I say, talk to a tree, ask the tree. Then there's this really good response.
Yeah.
And it's when I talk with you, it's talking to a tree, and it's just, but but at the same time, of course you use words and so on, and there's a description which doesn't come from the tree, but there's a neutrality, space, or whatever. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not confirming that there's someone or a
No,
direction
yeah,
or
exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It is the best. Yeah.
No answer. Oh
It's
God.
really the best. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's so sad if you talk with another human and then you are confirmed in being a human, being a
Yeah.
person. Then
Yeah.
then immediately comes this, I give up, or I can't. It's not how it is felt inside, because I'm
Ah,
telling a story to you and then you give a story back to me, and here it's without story.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I remember I was in a relation with somebody, with a man, and then suddenly I realized we were not just talking. I was there and he was there, and we were relating there, and something happened somewhere else. It was like, oh my God, it's no, I can't even say something different, but it's what you said. It's like confirming the stories, but
yeah.
it's not like that. I didn't know what else, but it's something else. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly, Rose. It is my situation.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not,
Yeah, it's
it's not
amazing.
so nice
Yeah. Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
But in a way also there can be this sharing about this. Can you hear we are telling stories to each
Yeah.
other?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can be or not. Maybe it's,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you. Uh, there's an chat. Moving mechanism in hand helps to pick up a cup. Likewise, a thought has any function value. Wait. Moving mechanism in hand helps to pick up a cup. Likewise, a thought has any functional value. No. A thought is only a thought, as I see it. It's a thought. There's no power in the thought. It's everything is energetic, so it's happening like that. It's not because of a thought. Nothing is because of anything. That's what we do in the story, that we try to figure out why it's happening like that, and we then try to do something about it and all that. And knowing is really very important in the story. A lot of information and knowing about what's going on. It's happening by itself. There's no control about anything. There can be a knowing, but it has no value or meaning. And we think it is. It's because of the knowing and the research and all that. And then it goes better and better in a way, or not. It's energetic. The thought is just, it's thought. It's energy. And even there's no meaning in the thought. There can be thinking there's a meaning or an understanding or importance, but that's on top of that thought. Another thought. And we think it's our thought. So it's my thought. So that gives me something. I'm deciding I'm going outside or something like that. So me, this body, is because of that thought, it's going outside. It's always about me, and it's my thought. Thoughts are happening in space. It's not mine. There's nothing mine. There's no me. There's no one inside. This is empty. This is that front. You see that front. That's it. That body, maybe that skirt. Yeah. It's really literally, so literally. And we assume there's a body, and in the body there are thoughts. No. The thoughts are happening in space. Not mine, not yours. Like feelings, and flies and bodies and streets. Oh, there's no past, and it seems that old energy has influence on patterns are in the body. That, yeah, there's talking in the story, like there's there can be old patterns and they are embodied, and they that it seems like the body is moving in that way. That's in the story. And in the same time they're saying, no, there's no story, so there's no time. In the story there's time, and there can be talking and explaining things in the story or talking about that. And in the same time there's no story, there's no time. So there's no past, so there's no old patterns, there's only moving that hand, saying words without meaning. It's singular, it's one, it's that words. That's it. There's no meaning in anything, so that's the simplicity. It's childlike wonder, just that. Walking like that. Yeah? So what? Is that an old pattern? Da 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 da. Because of this, I'm walking like this. Or there's walking like there's that shoulders like that. Yeah? So what? There's no one. It's not my shoulders. It's that that image. And then there's the floor. There's no story of my life. There can be in the story there can be a lot of things going on, but there's only this, and then there's drinking coffee or a chair. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's what's apparently is happening. There's no one. When it's sitting here, there's no other person or something. Where is he? Where is she? No, there's this. That's everything. That's everything. It's not that, oh, I'm not seeing it, just that's why I'm saying it's no other person. No, there is no other person. There is a room, glass. That's everything. There's no outside. That's assuming that there's something, an idea about what's going on, a dream and an idea that something is going on outside. There's no, where's the outside? Where's the inside? It's this, it's that, this white thing. That's it. No meaning. That's on top of what's going on. It's making it into something. It's just that. It's that simple. It's new. That. Oh, there's nothing before. There's no before. That's amazing. There's no before, and there's also no after. There's this. So, but yesterday you said like that, and now you say like this. No, there's no yesterday. There's this. That's new. Somebody say, what do you have with flies? Oh, that's suddenly like I thought I was talking about feelings, and I don't know, I remember there was in the same time while I was talking about feelings, there was a fly here going on. And I was like, oh, and there's flies. It's just that. I like that.
Rose, I have also noticed your flies.
Oh,
Yeah. But it's funny because we wouldn't say, see this important fly, but we
yeah,
say it's really an important feeling.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
And when you say this, there's nothing outside. Of course, when there's nothing inside, there can't be anything outside.
yeah,
As I don't
yeah,
know. It's
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And suddenly it's like clarity is more like, oh, suddenly there's dropping all those concepts, like it's like that, and then suddenly there's, it's like falling holes in that, and then suddenly it's like, oh, it's like that. Oh no, there's no inside. How could I think that? It's about concepts. There's so many concepts, and then suddenly it's not that strong anymore. Something can happen, and then suddenly it's like, oh yeah, of course, something, yeah, can be like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this only seeing, only hearing, and no one hearing, no one seeing, and yeah, there's something in the if someone asked me, there could be this, okay, you must think of something, you must, and so on. No, and it's not so important. But sometimes I go into this, I have to be smart. I have to come with a certain answer to something. And in a way, half into the sentence, I just forget it.
yeah, can happen
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, sure.
yeah,
Yeah. And it's also what I one I remember some moment that I was getting into the train, and suddenly there was something falling away, I think. I don't know. But suddenly it was so like, oh, there's no world. There can't be a world. There is no world. And suddenly that train, that compartment of the train, that was everything. Oh my God, it was so strong. There was no escape of what's happening. So there was so only that. So that's what in the beginning I was talking about. It can be so strong that suddenly that whole thing, like being busy with everything, and then suddenly that falls away, and then wow, it's only this. It's that compartment. It's that chair. It's sitting. Wow, it's like
yeah,
that. Mm.
And then there was no belonging.
Belonging?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You forget everything? No, I don't know. Maybe there's picking it up without knowing, and it's just picking it up or not. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, I had it also when I was in Amsterdam, but then in the tram. Yeah, then there was just what was happening, and then there was no belonging at all.
Ah, yeah. 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 Unfortunately, there are no dinosaurs anymore. They are not walking through the room. Oh, silly one. Hi, Rose. You just said, I like that about the fly. So there is a you, or what is this I? Oh, they're still talking in I. There's not only saying there is a liking of that. That's just normal talking. Yeah. Don't take it serious. It's just saying that. They're still talking when there's somebody saying, I'm coming in the room and I'm hungry. Not saying, oh, there's hunger. It's just normal talking. Doesn't mean there's an I. Then when I'm saying I, that doesn't mean there is someone. No, that's the way talking happens. Yeah. So also non-dual language is nothing. Then I hear some people not talking with I have this or things like that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how the talking is. When there's talking about I, that doesn't mean there is someone. It's not in that. No. How can I explain? No.
Yeah, it's just normal talking.
Yeah.
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 And somewhere there can be a sense, hey, what's going on? There's what normally with friends that it's not noticed. But there can be in those meetings, there can be a sense like, oh, there's something else going on. There's no answers. There's something. It's not only in the words. It can be in the words, but it's something else that's underneath that. That's meeting nothing. It's just, come on, what's going on? There can be a sense of that. It's energetic. Get people talking in these words of non-duality and completely missing the point, and then there's about something else. It's not about understanding that there's no me and all the talking what's going on. It's about something else. So it's not even important talking about there's no relations or all that. We can also talk about the weather or something else in the story. It doesn't matter. When there's no one, then it doesn't matter what the talking is about. It's underneath, there's something else going on, and it can be felt or sensed, and there's something else. Yeah.
Rose, it's so funny when we are talking about something, it's really important and everything matters. When we are talking about nothing, it doesn't matter. Flies or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what can be felt. Like there's something not graspable, or there's something else. It's not getting into something. Yeah, what you say.
Yeah. So it's also so funny when you say you can just talk about your mother.
You can talk about your mother now.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. When everybody knows in a way, because it's also when there's talking and it's empty, you can talk about anything. You can say about hey black man or something like that, and when there's nothing in it, it's not like felt like, oh, that's awful how you say that. No, because there's nothing in it. So we know somewhere there can be in the talking, or there's something really nice, and underneath there's something, and that's felt. So there's something going on. So that sense of what's going on is not in the words or in the smile or in that. There's underneath, there's something else going on, and that can be felt or sensed. And when there's nothing going on, then there's nothing, then there's just words. It's so different. Yeah. It's an unconditional love. It's unconditional. It's not roses. It's not rose. It's just life is unconditional love. So it's in everything. That unconditional. There's no conditions about anything. That's yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one, Rose. This a black man, and then I know what you meant. Okay, I don't know what I meant. You know, you know this coming from where you suddenly have to explain. It was not meant in this way. I
Yeah.
have you know my
Yeah.
intention was as
Yeah.
it really I could really vomit when I have to go into a talk like this, because it's then I just have to in a way to say I'm a good man. I don't think like that, this or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah,
When there are relations, when they're seeing someone, it's there's all there. It's like that. Yeah,
yeah,
there's always but I didn't mean that, or all that. God. Yeah.
yeah.
There's a question. Can you say something about the difference with nihilism? What I know about it is it seems like when they're saying there's nothing going on, nothing is happening, it's like saying nothing is happening and nothing is important. So it seems like a flat, very flat, and yeah, it doesn't matter, nothing is important, things like that. But it's I can say it in a different way, and then maybe it's seeing like it's not nothing is important. It's nothing is important. Nothing is more important than anything else. It's this. It's that same, and nothing is flat. It's full on. So there's a feeling or the table, and there's no outside. So there's that room. That's everything. So there's no escape. It's full on. Everything. It's like it's not only feelings full on, but everything is. It's what it is. Can't say it's strong. It's stronger. I don't know. It's stronger, but it's what it is. And nihilism is more. There's nothing happening, and some people think that this is about there's nothing and doesn't matter what you say. There's no responsibility, so you can do what you want. Something like that. Oh God. It has nothing to do with that too, of course. There is no someone, so how can you do what you want? When there's no one, there's what's happening. So it doesn't matter if you want something or not want something. It doesn't matter. You can want something, that still goes on. Or wish, or it's that whole idea and dream. It's not, how do you say, it's not making, it's not that you can't feel full on because there's something going on in the mind and there's a lot of thoughts going on. So that's, how do you say that? Voorkomen, preventing that there's full on. No, then where there's a lot of thoughts, then that's full on. It's not about that glass. You can't feel that glass, see that glass, because there are a lot of thoughts. So the thoughts are it too, of course. So there are a lot of thoughts. Yeah, then that sorting is happening. It's whatever is happening is it. So it doesn't matter what it is. It's everything. That's the unconditional part. It's everything. And it's that fullness of everything. So it's not nihilism at all. And then somebody's saying, but at the same time, it wouldn't matter if someone is a nihilist either, does it? It doesn't affect what happens either way. No, of course not. No, there can be nihilism, believing that's how it's going, or spiritual beliefs. Yeah, then that's what's happening. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's not, this is not the only way. No, no. This is not a way of living. It's a describing what's going on, and some people see it differently. Then that's what's happening. It's not. There's no right or wrong. It's not that I'm right or something like that. No. There's a suggestion like this is like this. A saying like, oh, it's how that is. Describing. And when it's seen differently, then it's seen differently. That's what's happening. That's what is said. It can't be wrong. Of course not. There is no wrong. It's how it's going. It's exactly how it is. And nothing affects anything else. So when there's a thought or belief in nihilism, and that's how the world is like that, then and in the same time, it's what's happening is drinking coffee or tea or walking, and yeah, and thoughts can happen. Doesn't matter what the thoughts are. No. There's nothing right. This is also not right or wrong. No, it's what it is. It can be a belief, or thinking, no, this is not a belief, this is the truth. Then that's what's happening. That's the thought, or the, how do you call it? Maybe I call it a belief and somebody else is calling it differently. Then that's what's happening. Then it's different. Yeah. Seeing it different. Yeah. So there's no discussion. There's no discussion when somebody says there is a reincarnation, and I said, oh, I don't see reincarnation. There's only this. And then she said, yeah, but and I said, oh, when that's seen like that, then it's seen like that. Yeah, that can happen too. There's no discussion. That's another chat. Wait. Living from the unknown can only be unconditional. It's not living from the unknown. It's life is unconditional. And life is not knowing. It's not knowing. It's drinking juice. What is there to know? It's what it is. And that's unconditional. There's nothing going on about this is wrong or right. It can't be. It's abstracting what's going on. It's when it's just that, then it's, and there can be a lot of thinking, a lot of thoughts, then that's what's going on. Does it mean which content or that content? Does it matter? Or feelings? Life is unconditional. It's what it is. There's no meaning in it. No importance of this is more important than anything else. No. Or better. No. Or more far in the development of something like that. No, there's no development. There's no development. There's what is. Sitting. What's there? What can you say about that? And it's not about someone. Life is not about someone. It doesn't see someone. It's energetic. It's going, and it's one. And we're seeing bodies and assuming they are separate from the rest. And then I'm in that. And then there's the whole world. It's an assumption. It's like all that. And it's making a whole story of that. Life doesn't see. It's different, and it's different colors, different energy. It's different. It's red and orange and all that. It's like, it's one. There's no distance. That's in the abstracting of how we see things on top of what's going on. There's this. There's no time. There's only this. It's new. Oh, there was nothing before. Nothing after. It's this. Oh, somebody walking in the room. Hey. And the funny thing is, it's suddenly like, oh, that's Rose. Oh, that's coming. Yeah. It's an amazing how all this seems to go and look and moving through a door, and then exactly through that door it's like, oh God, how is everything, how is that? It's God, it's amazing how everything is going. And so wow, it doesn't mean it's nice or beautiful. It's God, what's going on? It's a wonder. Well, a wonder can also be, oh God, like that.
I also made a card this week.
What did you make?
A card.
A card. Okay.
I like it very much to do that, to be creative.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But when I think about it, to do this with people, then Then there was something like, yeah, it's nice to do it, but there's always a spiritual thing with these cards.
So what?
Yeah, maybe then I'm too strict. It's the difficulty.
I don't know. Making cards in a certain way, you like that form.
Yeah, but it's also then afterwards reading the card.
Reading the card.
Yes.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah.
What it meant and all that. Ah, God. Yeah. Isn't it enough just to making cards and then
Yeah.
wow, that's it. And it's like that.
Yeah.
We are so much into it has to be something, it has to be meaning or meaningful, useful, or all that. It has on top of what's going on. It has to be something extra because just that's not enough. It has to be take something for our lives or to take home with that, or just cards. To making a card. That's it. That's already it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yes. Thanks.
Yeah. That's how everything is going. Like there's something extra. It has to be I have to be doing something in my work. It has to be for people or very good for the world or doing something extra, or it's never enough. It's always something going on. And it's already this. It's this. It's that. Sitting. It's in front of that computer. It's drinking coffee. It's just walking. It's not about us either. So there's no one. So there's only that. It's not only. It's that. It's a tree. That's it. It's not, oh, this is a tree. And what? How is the trees going? Oh, well, there's a whole story with that. There's a tree. Yeah, that's it. And then there's walking and there's another tree. Oh, and that's already different. And that's it.
Yes.
So everything is that. There's only that. There's nothing more or less. It's what it is.
Yeah.
And when there's closing the computer, and there's
there was
this.
Yeah, I know. Yes, it's so simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it was yeah, as a girlfriend, she's making she's also using them. She's taking the cards with her to her work.
Yeah.
But I guess it's all about the surviving system.
I don't know. Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I also don't know. Yeah. And sometimes I'm thinking maybe it's helping with can't find the words now, but a little bit like letting go of the patterns.
But there are no patterns.
But
but it's complete already. It doesn't matter if seems to be patterns. Then that's what's going on. So what? Then there's doing the same thing again and again. Yeah. So what? It's going nowhere. It's about nothing. It's not about you living a certain life with what. In the end, there's perfection. Like when you finally reach that, then there will be no patterns anymore. It seems like it makes me important. Like I have that pattern and now it's going better because that pattern isn't working anymore. Come on, there is no pattern. It's already complete as it is. It's the way the moving is going, the body is looking. It's that's the completeness already. There's nothing right or wrong with anything, also not with the body, or there seems to be a pattern like I don't know whatever it's going, then that's what's going on. So when there seems to be something wrong about a pattern, then it's making it into something and then picking it up like, oh, I have to do something with that. It's making it into something already. And then there's the story with complications and should be doing that less and all that. It's that. When there's that, yeah, then that's what's going on. Nothing wrong with that, with a pattern or how you call it, anything. Doesn't matter. It's complete. It's already complete. There's no one doing anything. It's energetic. How can life be wrong? It's just, we are not you, but everybody. It's like humans. We're so into this is right and this is wrong, and it can be, not it should be, but we know it's not about should. So we can be more free in how we move. So look at your patterns. Come on, the way you move, the moving is happening. Is it? It's that moving. That's the perfection. It's that how it's going. And then there's something else. It's not about you doing that. It's then there's a table. Then that's the perfection, that table, how it's looking. It's amazing how that's, come on, it's war. And then something else. And then there's somebody's walking like that. Oh, it's a pattern because she's always da, 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 da. She's just walking like that. Yeah, that's her. That's how it's looking. That's the unconditional love, looking like that. Oh, there's such a passion. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose. This was beautiful.
Thank you. Wait,